Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about HTML tables. So let's start the video. Okay, so now you can see I have created a file called 08table.html and also I have opened that file in the browser. Okay, so before starting this there is a tag which we want to see, which is a angular, then exclamation mark and doctype HTML. Okay, this is a self-closing tag which you have to mention before you writing the HTML tag. Okay, so what this will do is this is the representation of the latest version of HTML, which is the HTML5 version. Okay, so if you are using that HTML5 version, this you have to write. If you write this, what will happen is this file will tell the browser that we are going to use the HTML5 version in this file. Okay, that representation we have to make using this tag. Okay, so for the writing of tag, start with the angular braces and then exclamation mark, and then doc type you have to write doc type as HTML. Okay, that way. So it tells the browser that we are using the HTML5 version. Okay, so then let's start with the basic tag, which is HTML, and then inside we have head, and let's have title as tables. Then we have the body tag. Okay, okay, so now on my screen you can see we have a dummy table in Excel. Okay, so here you can see we have serial number, EMP ID, name, location, and also the bonus. So this table we are trying to replicate in our HTML. Okay, so in the body section, what you can do is in order to create a table, you should be having a table tag. Okay, so this is also a semantic. Okay, so we have learned in the previous video about semantics, right? So this is also a semantic. Inside that there are two items. Okay, first is t head and t body. Okay, I'll tell you what is t head and t body. So t head means you will see this first row. Okay, so this is called table header. Okay, serial number, EMP ID, name, location, bonus, these are the header of the table. So we'll have this header inside this table header. Okay, which is t head. So we can call it as table header, this one, and the content whatever is there you will going to write inside the table, right? That will go into the table body, which is t body. Okay, table body. So that way, and inside the table header, how we should be writing this is, first we are creating the tr, which is a table row. Okay, table row we are going to create, and inside that we'll have the th. Okay, these are the table cells. Okay, so you can create. So first we have serial number, and let's create one more th. So if you are creating a headers, right, that time you can use th. Okay, so an EMP ID, let me copy this location and the bonus. Okay, so I have created the headers over here. So let's open our web and let's see, let's refresh and let's see. Okay, now you can see we have all our cells. Okay, header, table header, serial number, EMP ID, name, location, bonus, all the things we are getting inside this. Okay, so we have created a table and table header, inside that one row, table row, because there can be multiple rows also. Okay, it's not like only one row will be there in the header, it can be multiple. Okay, but right now we have only one row, so we are creating only one table row, and inside that we have 5 cells. Okay, these are the cells, you can say th is there. So and we have provided all the values, so we are getting this here. Okay, so let's start filling the body section. So I'll open the this again, and here as you can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows we have, right? So based on that you can create that many tr. Okay, so right now I have created one, so similarly you can create 6. Okay, now inside this what you can do is, right now earlier we have written in the table header, so we have used th. Okay, now we are in the body, so we should be using td. Okay, table data. that you can say table data. And here first is the serial number. Okay, so similar to this you are writing like row wise you are writing, okay, not the column wise, row wise you are writing. So first record we have the first, and then what we have is ax atx 001. Okay, so which is the this record. Yeah, this is the record. And then we have one more td for the name Arya, and then location it's a India. Okay, and then bonus is the 10%. Okay, so the first row we have written over here, and these are empty for now. So let's just save it and let's see the data first, how it's coming into the browser. Now you see we got the data here. Okay, so if I zoom in now, zoom in, so you'll see serial number we have one, and EMP ID is this one, and name is this one, and location and the bonus. Okay, similarly let's add it for the everyone. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I have added the data for all the employees we have. So it is looking now like this. Okay, so we have one, two, all the 6 rows in the body. You can see first is this one, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, so all the data we have enclosed in a T body section. Okay, which is our the T body semantic, so it is like table body. Okay, there we have enclosed the all the data or content which we are going to write. Okay, and only the this row which is the table header we have enclosed in the T head section. Okay, that way we have provided this. Okay. Okay, so I have created one more file with the name of table rowspan. Okay, so let's see what is rowspan. So now you can see one more table I have over here is with the student data. Okay, so you see like serial number, student name, subject, and marks we have. Okay, but you see here this section Arya and Tony, Oliver. Okay, having this both subjects and different marks for that subject. Okay, but the name we have is similar. Okay, and for this also two subjects are there for Tony, and the name is similar. So instead of writing separately, if I say like this, Arya and Arya twice, and Tony is twice, and Oliver is twice, instead of writing that, because like we know both the rows are for Arya. So that time we should not adding. We that time what we can do is we can just merge the cells. Okay, this kind of thing we can do. So this is called as row span. Okay, because both the row or the multiple rows are for the similar person. So that's the reason we are merging that cells. Okay, so that way we can call it as row span. And let's see how we can do in the HTML. Okay, so let's starting with the Doctype HTML, and then HTML tag, and inside that we have head, and I'll call it as title row span. Okay, and let's go for the body section, and inside let's create a table. Okay, so I have created table, and inside that we'll have T head and T body. So in the T head we have one row, as we can see only one row we have for the table header. So I am creating only one tr, which is a table row. Inside that let's create th name called serial number, and we have student name, and then we have the subject, and lastly we have the marks. Okay, so this I have created. Let's see in the browser how actually this is the previous one. So let's open this again into the web server. Okay, now we can see we have serial number, student name, and subject, and the marks. Okay, all are there. We have this is the previous table. Okay, so let's close that, and let's go back to the Excel, and let's start getting this data into the table body. Okay, so as you can see all the rows we have is 6 rows we have. Okay, so let's create 6 trs first. So I have 6 tr, which is like table rows we have, and inside that let's start entering the data. So I'll write td. The first one is the serial number, second one is the name, and third one is the subject, and fourth one is the marks. Okay, so now if I save this, it will be visible in the browser. Okay, the data. So this is the student name, right? So that's why here we have the some space. So 1 aria English subject and 24 marks. Okay, let's have for the other row also. Here let's create one more td in the second tr, which is second, and name is aria, and subject is math, and 22. Okay, the marks we have. So let's go to the web browser and see the other data. Okay, now you can see this is the table which we have already created, like giving this data, but how we should be using rowspan, that's the important, how we can merge the cells. Okay, this time what you can do is, here you see this is the table data, and this is table data, we have to merge it. That time what you can do is, for the first tr you can come here and you can write it as row span. Okay, this is the one of the property of the td, table data. Okay, and here you can write it as 2, and then you have to remove this one. Okay, here in the second one, and let's save it. Now you see this got merged. Okay, it's coming into the center. Okay, if I write this here, if I don't remove this, it will going to come into the subject one. Okay, because of that reason you should be removing the uh, table data for the other tr. Okay, that's how it will going to work. And you have provided number 2, so only this tr and this tr it will be working. Okay, if we have data for the other one, it will not going to work. Okay, let's see that as well, but you need to remove this td from here. Okay, because we already have td with a row span 2, so it should not be having in the this tr. Okay, so I'm just removing that. Okay, so let's save it, and now you can see math is coming into the proper subject and the marks is coming. Okay, so let's add the data for all of them and let's see how it will work. Okay, okay, so now you can see I have added the data for Tony and Oliver also, just that we have to merge these cells. Okay, so for merging this cell, you can see this is the Tony's data which we have, and if I write here row span, okay, equal to the value is 2, and let's save it. Now you see Tony is coming here, but this Tony we have to remove, or else it will be uh, just merging to the other table rows. Okay, table headers. Okay, so this Tony I have to remove, so I'll just comment on. For the comment on, what you can use is like control and plus slash. Okay, that you can use for the comment on, and uncomment if you want to do that also you can use. Okay, so you can toggle between that. And now you can see Tony we are getting here, and English subject and the math subjects properly in the subject column. Okay, and let's go for the Oliver and let's do it over here also. But before that, if you see what will happen if we do row span 3. Okay, so if I do for Tony the row span 3, you will be seeing that it is coming here. Okay, so it's merging the 3 cells for the Oliver also. Okay, but we don't want to do that, so you need to be careful, like what are the data you are going to do. So if it's like 2 cells, you have to provide the 2 only. Okay, if you provide 3, it will going to merge for the other records which are not relevant to this. Okay, so for Oliver also let's do the same thing, row span 2, and here let's comment on this Oliver name, and now you see we have our data. Okay, so for aria there are 2 subjects, English and maths, and the marks. Okay, and we have merged the aria name between 2 rows. Okay, using the row span. Okay, so now you can see I have created one more file with the name of table call span. Okay, which is a column span. Earlier we saw how we can do in the row wise. Okay, now we can see how we can do with the column wise. Okay, that way we can do. So now you see over here we have this table, serial number, name, and the subject names which are having the higher score we have to do. Okay, so this table header we want it only one for these 2 columns. Okay, this column and this column we want only one cell. So for that, how we can do that, we have to check. Okay, earlier we checked how we can do for the 2 rows. Okay, this is the first row, this is the second row, how we can merge a cell. Okay, between 2 rows we have saw. Now we'll see how we can merge one column between 2 columns. Okay, so this is the one cell, these are the 2 columns. Okay, let us start writing the code here. So let's start with the doc type. which is HTML, and then HTML tag. Inside that we'll have the head tag, and let's have the title as column span, okay, which is col span, and then the body. And let's create the table also here. Let's give a table tag. Inside that we have the t head, which is the table header. So now let's writing the tr, which is only one tr we have, which is table row. We have only one table row, right? So we are having only tr1, and then inside th we can have it. So serial number, and after that th name, and here also I will write subject name, which are having high score, okay, and this should not be there, okay. Only three we have. We want only three, but the columns we want four, okay. So let's have the data for table body also. Okay, so now you can see I have added the data into our HTML, but you can see over here, as we have only three columns in the header, which is serial name and also subject names, so which are having higher score, okay. And we have four columns in this tr, okay. So four data I am providing is four columns, okay. But this last one, you see, it's going out of the table, okay. But we want it should merge in this subject names only. That time what you can do is you can use call span in the header, okay. For this I want, so that time you use call span 2, okay, and let's save it. Now you see it's coming inside this, okay, which means it is having the part of this subject names, okay, this subject and also this subject, okay. So both are, if I do 3, that time what it will do is, if any table column is there for like outside of this, it will also take inside this subject names, okay. How we have in the excel, it is taking the similar thing, okay. So we have only one, but it having two columns, okay, one header, two columns, that way it's doing, okay. So if you have only two, just provide call span 2 and it will going to work, okay. If we do one, that time it will only take the one column, which is this one, English, science, maths, okay. But this column is out of the table right now. So how we can take is, we can provide only two in the call span for the header, and it will be having two columns inside that, okay. That way the call span will going to work, okay. Okay, so this is about HTML tables. We saw in this video that how we can create a table and what are the table tag, thead, tr, th, table body, which is tbody, and also the table data. Okay, how we can provide that, and also we saw how what is row span and what is column span. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and give a like if you feel this video is helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.